recordings. Earlier link not letting in. Yeah, I know. Actually, मैंने दूसरी meeting join कर ली थी तो like thanks to Sumitra, she was telling कि वो दिखा रहा है कि the host is in another meeting. वो another meeting हमारा regular वाला था. Sorry, it is also in a big mess. Okay, कोई नहीं. देर आए दुरुस्त आए. I end. So I'm audible, visible. अच्छी तरह से. Anybody who's a Sagittarian in the group? Anybody? Sun sign, moon sign, Sagittarian. You can, chat. फिर आप डाल सकते हो. अच्छा, your son. Okay. Okay. So officially welcome everyone to the full moon meditation on Sagittarius, and it's on 8th of December. It's actually so 8th of December is a very special day, emotionally very special day for me, because 23 years back, 23 years back, I lost my mom on this very day, 8th of December. And while I was just reminiscing on the entire episode, I thought it's a good day to talk about. Sometimes we don't talk about such moments, and I've never spoken about these things to a great detail, but it is good to pay the love and tribute. And so I thought this day would be good to talk about, emotions, because Moon represents the mother aspect. Moon also represents the emotional aspect of you. And those of you who are in the 30 days clean your vibe challenge, we are trying to master our emotions in these 30 days by allowing ourselves to feel the way we feel. And most of the time what happens is we bifurcated our mind into thinking that emotions are positive or emotions are negative. But over this journey, there is a different level of truth attached to emotion, that emotions basically are neutral. The meaning that we attach to a particular emotion, the memories that they trigger, is what makes that emotion a positive emotion or a negative emotion. Because there are people who utilize similar emotions to create masterpieces in their life. So, if there are people who've used their rage to create artworks, there are people who've used their, pain to create masterpieces in terms of music, in terms of art, right? So what that emotion means to you can be very different to what that emotion means to me, and what that triggers within you as compared to what that it triggers within me. Okay, so I hope this session, I will be able to give you a deeper insight into the emotional aspect. Now, also, because I'm remembering the entire day, I've been remembering my mother and the relationship that I had with her. So I remember, in my astrological chart, there was this Times of India astrologer who had done my, birth chart map karke aur wo dete, they give their predictions. So in my birth chart, one of the things that he had written that, if I do not have a supporting moon, moon is not supporting my chart, and due to which my mother will not have a long life, and this is something that I read after she passed away. And so at times, you don't know that a child, the stars or the supporting planetary conditions of a child can determine the longevity or the presence of a parent in your life. So, a lot can get triggered within you, a lot can open up within you. So, for all of you who have your mothers in flesh and blood, it is a good time to connect and, pay gratitude to your living mom, during this meditation. And also those who do not have their mothers in flesh and blood, it is a good time to connect with their energies and give blessings and receive a lot of blessings from them, because it is so important to have a parent in your life, and especially mothers have such a profound role to play in the lives of their children, right? So in that loving memory, and in that loving presence, we will be conducting today's session, and we'll be trying to make it as energizing as possible, and also as much as we can connect to the mother aspect within ourselves and around us through our emotions. That is the intention. That is my intention for this particular session that we are doing on the full moon of Sagittarius. Okay. We are also aware this is the last full moon of 2022. And with that, there's a lot that, probably you would have thought of achieving in 2023, opening up more avenues, opportunities in your life in 2023, so that, you can move towards better goals and look for better meaning in the work that you are doing, right? So are we all ready? I'll not make it a sad session, but yeah, it's more about emotions and connecting with the heart. So I just want to, feel that, are you ready to connect with me on this emotional journey of the last full moon of 2022, with dealing with our emotions? And most of us know how much havoc our emotions play in our lives, and they derail us from the purpose, from the goals, at times that we've set for ourselves, right? So they have a lot of power. Emotions have a lot of energy. So, a long time back in 2015, I was just reading, and then I had written a little blog on emotions, or energy in motion, right? So every emotion is like an energy in motion. And if you're able to direct the direction, or the route of that energy, you can create a lot more than you expect, even out of a lower emotion like jealousy, like I said, shame, guilt, anger at times, right? So emotions are a very, very powerful spectrum of energy that is available to humankind to experience. And there is a variety of emotion that is available to you, and what happens at different levels of emotion, what your body goes through, what your inner being goes through when you are maybe feeling guilt, shame, and when you're feeling joy, bliss, and gratitude and happiness. So it's like a spectrum, it's like a range that you can travel through your emotions, right? Internally. So that is the beauty of emotion, and that is the beauty of the moon, in the cosmic realm. So even for the full moon. So full moon basically is like, no moon se leke puri full moon ki journey. It's like 28 phases that it goes through, till the full moon journey. And every phase, I feel, has a certain energy that we experience. But because we are not very sensitive to it, we do not feel much of the change that happens from the no moon to the full moon. But as in how you develop your sensitivity towards the different phases of the moon, you will be able to see or experience a rise and fall within your emotional self, as the moon progresses towards full moon. So it's all about creating awareness within your system, with respect to the phases of the moon, and also with respect to the emotion, acknowledging and feeling and allowing that emotion to progress through you, right? So for those of us, like I have some of the people who are doing the 30-day challenge, right? Every day we are writing, this is how I feel. And, without judging, we have to just tell, this is what I feel. And then do an exercise to move or shift willfully, to consciously shift an emotion from state A to state B, right? Now, for a normal person, most of us, we try to just go with the flow of the emotion. कुछ नहीं कर सकते. Anger आया, angry हुए. Jealousy feel हुई, जल गए. दुख हुआ, बह गए, tap 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 tap, it can happen. But a conscious human being is someone who doesn't flow with the emotion, but tries to ride the wave of that emotion in order to find its direction or path or reach towards a goal. Now, Sagittarius as a sign is all about pursuing a goal. You've seen that half human, half ghoda, carrying a bow and arrow, and is moving, like, you can say that it's moving towards its goal. So it's a deep representation. You see, half human, half animal. So most of the time when we think about goals, we are going with a very, very animalistic understanding of life, khana pina, all of that stuff, the basics of life. And that is what the animal nature is all about. भूख लगी, खाना खा लिया, प्यास लगी, पानी पी लिया, पैसा कमा लिया, सो गए, and the different animalistic behaviors that are very common, when you see the cycle of the animal kingdom. But for a human being, our life is not only about, the basic necessities. After a point of time, it becomes more about who we are and why we are here for. And that is what differentiates you from the animal kingdom. When you start going deeper into your whys of life, why I am doing what I am doing, or what is my purpose of my life, that is where, you are activating the human beingness of yourself, or, utilizing your consciousness to understand the purpose of your life. So this sign basically helps you to move from the lower urges of the nature to the higher aspirations of the soul. Also by, with the medium of goals. So goals to start off with can be ambitions. When we talk about ambition, it's more about money, power, fame. That's what ambition is. But slowly and gradually, it moves into aspirations. This is what I aspire to be. This is what I aspire to achieve in my life, which will be more. So, there is a subtle difference between ambition and aspiration, though they look very similar in meaning. But it is a higher quality as compared to ambition. Okay, so the human being, basically, the journey of a human being is to move in the direction of their aspirations, to explore what they can become in this lifetime, right? So becoming and achieving is a journey that we go through. यहाँ तक समझ में आ रहा है? Okay. Yeah. So this journey can become like really beautiful journey if you are doing it consciously. कोई भी काम जब आप ध्यान से कर रहे हो, mindfulness से कर रहे हो, तो that is when you are able to see the beauty of doing that. कई बार, जैसे for example, हम कई बार when you are seeing, YouTube पे भी जाते हैं, ads वगैरह आते हैं, like, want to be a millionaire, I want to do this, I want to. The first thing that we start getting attracted towards maybe an advertisement or maybe, a product or a service is the need to satisfy our lower urges or the basic needs, right? And this is where Maya also works. This is where glamour comes into play. And time and again, it will try to get you caught up in the ambition part of things. Or it will try to stop you and entertain you, waste your time, you can say, with the ambition part of the things. But if you are able to ride the wave of your emotion and start thinking about your life from a more holistic purpose, you will start questioning as to, with everything that I'm buying, with everything that I'm experiencing, what is it that I'm becoming in this journey, right? And that is where purpose, consciousness, and opening up of your own divine will starts manifesting. So even when we discussed manifestation, or these 7 levels of manifestation, the first level is all about wishing and getting it. The second or the third step is co-creating, and then it becomes like you're becoming your manifestation. So with everything that you buy, purchase, with everything that you enjoy, it is adding to your personality and making you evolve into a different version of you. Every even a tiny bit of thing that you are buying, purchasing, experiencing in this life is creating your next version, right? So you can either do it in the autopilot mode, okay? And kai baar hum karte hain, we are not mindful about what we are buying or signing up for, or even purchasing, or what we are experiencing. But when you put your why, when you put your larger objective into perspective, in experience, in all of your experiences that you want to create, your life becomes more purposeful. It becomes more planned, right? It becomes more aligned with your aspirations, not your ambition, but your aspiration. But हर इंसान में भी हमारी journey ambition से ही start होती है, but over a period of time, it matures and moves towards aspirations. Okay, clear till here? So in 2023, this is what I want all of us to think about. We should not just focus on the ambition part of things. We should focus more on the aspiration. Who do I want to become if I achieve A, if I achieve B, if I achieve X? Maybe $1 million rupees, or $1 million, or maybe this much of fame, or being on a certain pedestal, yeah, jo bhi, designation. Whatever is your goal for 2023, you need to constantly question, is that in this journey, what am I transforming into? Because that is the true meaning that you are deriving from all your goals. That is what is shaping you, and probably all your future goals will be magnetized by this version of you. So your goals are magnetic. Your goals attract the energy from you to materialize, and also you become attracted to the right kinds of goals that you are setting in your life. So because both are energies, and intention is an energy, and the person who is creating that intention is also energy. So there has to be synergy between both of these things. So again, it's a bigger thing that probably you would want to focus in your life in 2023. Yeah. यहाँ तक सब clear? Any questions? No questions? समझ में आ रहा है यार? I was just sitting and doing some work. My daughter was really sick. She had like 103 रात में fever. हम भी थोड़ा परेशान थे, but again, the deeper understanding of life at times helps you to not drown in your emotional state, but to just swim and float and drift to the other side, and to be able to see the situation as it is, as compared to what we perceive it to be, right? So in your life also, if you're able to master your emotional states, and I'm sure, for all of us, there are certain emotions that are very, very dominant, right? So in this 30 days challenge, like we spoke about, somebody was saying, I want to work on the jealousy bit of things. I want to work on, criticism. I want to work on irritability. So for all of us, from time to time, there are certain emotions that are very, very dominant. And hum most of the time usi mein fas jate. So, when you're going through or pursuing a goal, from the new moon to full moon, whatever would be like anchored in your emotional state, ya jo bhi beej hoga us time pe, it gets blossomed. So you will face that while you are pursuing your goal, these become like obstacles during the year because of the energies, the different energies that you experience from the new moon to the full moon every month. And so the full moon becomes the best time to be aware of, these obstacles that are showing up on a regular basis. And certain full moons are more powerful than the others based on, obviously the position of the earth. So when that happens, instead of initially you might get into a fight or create a scene during that time, but it is a great opportunity for you to understand what is your tendency or what is the emotional trap that you are facing time and again in your life. Do you get it? Every full moon ke aaspas, you'll see there is an emotional trap that you would be experiencing because you are in a certain emotional state, or koi aisa unresolved या unhealed aspect होगा आपकी life में जो कि trigger हो जाएगा. So it's a great opportunity for all of us to understand what is being triggered and to be able to see it. And like I said, instead of drowning into it, utilizing that emotion to fuel your goal, your aspiration, so that you can transmute. So that is the beauty. You can transmute the energy of that emotion and utilize it for a better objective. Okay. Okay, I cannot see anyone now. So are you guys okay? Yes, no, maybe. I just hope we saw now. Hi, Samita. Thank you for coming back. Right? So we are taking multiple concepts and I'm trying to, package it in one session. So I hope it makes sense. So again, just summarizing, I'm talking about the mother aspect that is connected with the full moon, or that is connected with the moon. The mother aspect is basically your emotional state, the emotional well-being. is connected with your mother or the full moon or the moon. Okay. Now, the second aspect that we are talking about is emotions, using emotions to ride and reach towards our goals. Okay. And when I say goals, we have to differentiate between the ambition part and the aspiration part of the goal. Okay. Now, when I say riding the wave of the emotions, now there is this Dr. Hawkins. He has given us this Omega consciousness scale. I don't know. I'll share it with you guys. It's called the vibrational scale of emotions. So according to him, the lower emotions, they are heavier, grosser, and the higher emotions are subtle and they are blissful. So you start with shame and guilt at the bottom. Okay, so it goes like a funnel, and the top is joy, gratitude, and bliss. Okay. Now, all of us know we cannot stay in that joy, gratitude, and love emotional state all the time, no matter how much gratitude you practice, right? And the biggest problem in the self-development world is that we've started considering the shame, guilt aspect or the lower emotions as negative, it's a bach ke rehna hai. But the truth is, being a human, or when you are a human being, you will at times, go through an entire spectrum of these emotions. So आप बच नहीं सकते. All of us would have gone through pain. All of us would have gone through sufferings. All of us would have gone through heartbreaks, heartaches, trauma, fears. So हम इनको negative कह के इनसे बच नहीं सकते. The only thing that we can do is we can add a positive meaning to these lower emotions and ride it. Okay. So for example, we were talking about jealousy, right? So kai baar hota hai, people, they get into a self-guilt that they feel jealous of other people's success, or they feel jealous of what the other person has. But for a person who wants to utilize the energy of jealousy for their for their better, you can see jealousy as your cry, or your need to be where that person is. So instead of burning in that jealousy, you could utilize that emotion to look for ways where you can achieve a similar, maybe, a goal or money, whatever. You can utilize that energy to fuel you or to direct you in the direction of getting a similar result in your life. कई बार हमें खुद नहीं पता होता हमें क्या चाहिए. But when we see the other person and when we experience jealousy, somewhere your heart is telling, this is what you want. This is what you like in that person. And you can utilize that understanding to become clear of your goals, to become clear of, what you want in life. वो भी छोटे, maybe वो ambition level पे होगा. But when you start, working with the ambition part of it, and as you, slowly and gradually start achieving that, the aspiration part of it will start opening. Because it's a journey from those low-level ambitious goals to the high-level aspirational goals. It's a journey. Unless and until you achieve these, you will not be able to, aspire for those goals. Right? And for every goal that probably you are setting in 2023, the key is to take action. Otherwise, that you will sulk with the emotion of jealousy. You will sulk with the emotion of shame. You will sulk with the emotion of guilt. So you have to quickly grab that emotion and utilize it to create a goal and then achieve it. because, in that omega consciousness scale, these emotions are very, very heavy. So they will suck you in. You will go into the downward spiral quickly if you are in any of these states. But the sooner you achieve it, you will move towards a better emotion. You start feeling, good about yourself. Your self-worth increases, your self-esteem increases, and then you are ready for the next, goal. So working with emotions is the key to achieving success in your life. But most of us, thanks to the self-help industry, जितना हम पीछा छुड़ाने की कोशिश करते हैं with हमें नेगेटिव रहना ही नहीं है, हमें यही नहीं करना, the universe doesn't know no. So say, don't be sad. The only thing that universe listens or gives you pictures about is sad. Don't worry. So the universe says worry, 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 worry. Right? So whatever you will avoid, it creates resistance. So don't allow these, I don't know. So do not resist your emotions, your lower emotions. Embrace them and ride the wave. Achieve those small goals and feel better. That is the key to mastering your emotions. Yeah, jealousy and then, guilt. All of these are bhai behan. Jealousy, guilt, shame, all of these, like our chachere, mamere, bhai behan, all of these emotions. So we've all been there. And thanks to social media, abhi to ye bahut hi zyada, because you are able to see and compare and contrast your life with so many people जिनको शायद आप मिले भी नहीं हो, कभी दूर दूर तक मिलोगे भी नहीं. But you can feel jealous, you can feel inadequate in front of those people because you are so easily able to compare your life with theirs. Okay. Any questions? सब बेचारे थके सोए हारे लग रहे हैं, but that's okay. Just hope I can make this better. Yeah. So again, every constellation gives us an opportunity to experience the energies of that constellation. So Sagittarius, the energy of Sagittarius is all about creating goals, is all about, aspiring to become a better version of yourself. So if you do your goal setting during this time, it will help you or give you more clarity to work on your goals. मतलब अगर आप देखो तो कितना interesting है, Sagittarius goals and then your New Year resolutions come in and all of that. So every zodiac sign is helping you become a better version of you. So in 2023, your version should be better than the previous version of 2022. That should be your sole aim. It can be in 1 year you are, galloping. In the other year you're just trotting. But keep, moving. That is the sole. That should be your sole. Right? That should. I'm saying my husband is meditating there. My kid is chirping. Okay. Right? So that should be the sole goal for you in 2023. The progress only hai. We don't have to stand still with any situation that we felt in, we've gone through in our life. And the best part is some of you, like I've really worked with so many of you on a deeper level, and I'm just spellbound with the progress that you guys have made. I have Sapna here, like I feel so much. I feel so proud to see you guys doing what you're doing in your life and the progress that you guys have made, Jyoti. Like, I'm becoming a fan of you with all the wonderful work that you are doing. Right? We have Shivali, we have Madhvi, we have Arti. It's amazing to see the transformation. Just think about the times when we connected and there was a problem that connected us. And today, all of you guys are doing so well in your life, right? It gives me so much of, I feel so proud that I've been part of this journey to whatever extent I could. But had you not moved, or usi jagah pe jame rehte, life would have been very, very different as compared to what you guys are doing today. So this is the biggest takeaway for 2023 for all of us, that no matter how small baby steps that you've taken in 2022, all of this is adding to the great, amazing version that is being created in 2023, right? So you will be building on all the years that have gone by with the coming 2023, and you should give your 100% in order to create a better year for yourselves. And again, it's a window of opportunity. A new January, a new February, a new March, 12 months of opportunity in another year. So whatever you've missed in 2022, whatever you feel consumed your time or wasted your time, it's again a beautiful start. Those of you who've seen Ranveer ka show, dekha, Ranveer Allahabadia, Beer Bicep Guy, anyone? So there was this episode जहाँ पे वो रामायण की बात कर रहे थे, तो वो कह रहे थे कि रामायण एक रामायण नहीं है, कई रामायण है, and रामायण is like cyclical. So जब लास्ट में रामचंद्र जी को वापस जाना होता है, तो कहते विष्णु जी कहते हैं कि अब आपका काम समाप्त हो गया, चलिए चलते हैं. तो उन्होंने कहा, अरे हनुमान जी जो है बाहर खड़े हैं, पैरा दे रहे हैं और ये मुझे जाने नहीं देंगे. तो वो क्या करते हैं, अपनी एक अंगूठी पाताल लोक में भेज देते हैं और हनुमान जी से कहते हैं कि आप जाके वो अंगूठी लेके आओ. तो वो अंगूठी लेने पाताल लोक में जाते हैं, इधर से वो यमराज जी उन्हें ले जाते हैं. जब वो नीचे जाते हैं तो देखते हैं कि अंगूठियों का एक पहाड़ है, एक अंगूठी नहीं, अंगूठियों का पहाड़ है. तो वो जब पाताल लोक के राजा से कहते हैं कि भाई मैं अपने राम जी की, श्री राम की अंगूठी लेने आया हूँ, तो उन्होंने कहा, हाँ आप हर बार आते हैं, ऐसे ही हर बार अंगूठी लेने आते हैं. और ऐसे श्री रामचंद्र जी चले जाते हैं वहां पीछे से. तो everything is cyclical. हर चीज is having a rhythm. So your life, though it feels that 80 साल की, but every year it's a cycle. And you can create it as an upward cycle, moving towards a better quality goal, moving towards your aspiration, moving towards your purpose. Every year you're getting these 12 months to move up the cycle, and probably some of us are doing the same things in different way every year. But थोड़ा सा भी progress अगर आप कर रहे हो, थोड़ा सा भी change अगर आप अपनी life में ला रहे हो, it's adding to your bigger life, your bigger mission, your bigger purpose, right? So for all of us, every year is an opportunity. And so I want all of us to be super excited about the next year. Be excited as a child about the coming year. And just think this is going to be the best year of your life. And you're going to do the best in that year. Right? Because this enthusiasm, this hope, this opportunities, looking forward to opportunities can open up anything for you. जो भी ताले अभी तक नहीं खुले थे, वो सारे ताले की चाबियां 2023 में मिल सकती हैं. So aspire, create your goals and prepare yourself to be able to open those locks that you've not been able to open in 2022 and beyond. All of this is a possibility for you, right? Bhagwan is giving you the opportunity to live your purpose, to create a masterpiece of your life, to do the best you can do for the planet, for the world, for your family, for yourself, right? So it's a beautiful, beautiful time for all of us. Today is the 8th of December, so around 22 days to New Year, 22, 23 days you have for the New Year. So sit with your goals, and I will be doing a Vision 2023 session also. But it is important to create and, allow those goals to open up for you. People who are on the journey of success, all of us know what failures feel like. All of us know what inertia feels like. All of us know what, procrastination feels like, right? And it feels killing at times. You feel like, बहुत ही बेकार इंसान हूं मैं, and blah 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 blah, right? But all of these emotions you can again utilize to ride the wave of 2023. You don't have to stick to it, because अगर आप बैठे उस पे, they will suck you in. So the next step, the next action that you can take in the direction of your dreams, in the direction of your aspirations, is what is going to change the game for you in 2023. Okay? So look for people. The other thing that I would say is look for people who help you in quickly moving from one emotional state to the other. And that's why in 2023 and beyond, the role of mentors, coaches is going to become so important. Yeah? Okay. Any questions? Just in the receiving mode. Somebody want to go, you can go with her. Yeah. No questions, please. Are questions, kuch questions, kuch. It feels like a one-way communication at times. Let's see. So tell me, what is that one goal that probably you feel in 2022? Ek emotion, ek goal, which you think probably you need to work on. Chalo, quick exercise. Let's see what is the dominant emotion. And based on that, we will do our meditation. So what was that one emotion that pulled you down in 2022? And maybe an area of your life that probably you really need to work. Let's see. Thoda sa energy. Shake it, baby. Come on. Write it. Move your hands. I'm waiting. One emotion and one area of your life that you think can be done really well in 2023. Words are energy. So when you put that energy on improving a particular area, you've set out the arrow of intention. Triggers. Okay, they pull my energy down. Now, when you say triggers, look for triggers in what area? For me, it's relationship triggers at times. I really get triggered. Okay, relationships. So, not one person, let's put it, relationships can trigger you, and especially the closed ones, right? I understand. This is the area that I also need to work at times. Others? Running away. Oh my God. Yeah. Self-doubts. health. Running away is interesting. It feels so close to me. When something goes wrong, I feel like taking a vacation. कहीं बाहर चले जाओ. Yeah, sometimes you don't really want to face a particular situation and you just want to leave. But it doesn't make you invisible. You have to understand. Running away, huh? Okay. Running away doesn't make you invisible. Right? You're still there, very much there. It's just mentally you start thinking that way. Okay. Anything else? Just give me a minute. I'll just be back. Again, self-doubt. Yeah. The next thing that self-doubts जो हम कह रहे हैं, self-doubts भी इसलिए because somewhere we don't know ourselves. You don't know your own potential. You don't know what you're capable of. You don't know, what you can create, what you can do, what you can be, and that's why you have all the self-doubts. So expect more from yourself than you expect from other people expecting of you. Yeah. So set high levels of standards for yourself. Set up high levels of personal expectations from yourself. हो गया, उसको मैंने help कर दिया. Yeah. So self-doubts will automatically can decide. Low focus, can decide, low focus. What does that mean? मतलब can't decide, decision making, and low focus. So in one of these 30 days challenges, I was saying your mind is so intelligent. It knows what is important for you. And once it knows that this is important for you, it will never allow you to, move the focus. So when you say you're not focused, that means you don't know what is important for you. So the problem is not lack of focus. The problem is not knowing what is important for you or how important you are. So and it's a resonance wala effect. So when I'm saying that to you, I feel it that in my heart, how important you are. You have to understand how important you are. And when I say that, it is with due respect to all the people around, myself. So you are not feeling how important you are because you want to show that other people are less important. No, that is not the case. How important you are is with respect to your placement on this planet, with respect to your own purpose on this planet, regardless of the family setup that you are currently in, where people feel you are less important or they are more important, whatever, vice versa. Right? It happens. तो बहुत काम करते हैं बट लोगों को नहीं लगता कि आप कोई important काम करते हो या मेरा काम आपसे ज्यादा important है at times. मेरा time आपसे ज्यादा important है. Those are like personal mindset, and we give in to those judgments and we start fighting for them at times because we're getting in a wrong trap of comparing the importance bit. It's a comparison. There are no comparisons. If you have a purpose, if you have a burning desire to be and do something, there is no comparison. You are driving in your lane. When you're driving in your lane, then वो इधर वाली कितने फास्ट जा रही है, उधर वाली कितने फास्ट जा रही है, इससे कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता अगर आपके आगे एक और गाड़ी है जो धीमे धीमे जा रही है, you know. So you just have to focus on your lane, on your journey, and with your focus and your intention and your life and making, that becomes important. फिर वो self doubts, वो out of focus, वो people not giving you importance, people triggering you, all of that fades away. Because again, that is more about, वो गाड़ी तेज जा रही है, वो गाड़ी तेज जा रही है, या सामने वाली गाड़ी धीमे जा रही है, whatever. When you know that you are on the right path and you have a bigger goal to pursue, ये छोटे छोटी बातें सब शांत हो जाते हैं, because you know how important you are. Right? And you don't need an external validation for that how important you are. Ask your child how important you are. जो छोटे होते हैं, कई बार मेरे साथ होता है, I start doubting myself. And then I ask my daughter, मैं चली जाऊँ? नहीं कहीं नहीं जाना, मैं नहीं रह पाऊंगी आपके बिना. So you start feeling, but this is the same thing that you have to believe in yourself. You really have to tell yourself you're so important. You don't have to quit, you don't have to run away, you don't have to feel invisible because of certain people or certain situations in your life, right? You are important and you should know that. Okay? So in 2023, all of us are going to focus on our self-importance. All due respect to other people in our life, our self-importance. Okay? And from that perspective, once you start understanding that your life is so important, you have a mission to pursue, then you start focusing on what is important for you. This is important for me. And once you invest in what is important for you, your mind will always keep you in that direction. Okay? So Aklesh, I hope you got your answer. It's not about no focus. It's about looking for what is important for you. Okay. एक फूल अपने आप गिरा. Okay? Clear? Or somebody said health. If you know that your health is very important for you, क्या करोगे आप? You'll pay attention to it, right? You know that this is your only home. So you will pay attention to it. So tell your mind, this is important for me. My health is important for me. And again, do not do it from a negative, I won't say, but a lower vibrational state of mind. Do it from a higher purpose. Do it from a higher calling. And I need this body to live at least like 90 years, 95 years, so sad. Recently I spoke to that Swamiji, who is like 126 years, the yogi. It was his birthday in Goa, and one of my client, he is my Zero Hunger hero in Nashik, Sandeep. He video called me to speak to him on his birthday. And then my daughter was asking, how old is he? I said, 126 years old. So, think about those kind of numbers. Think about there's a possibility. शादी जीवन साथी सब मिलेगा. 2023, you make your goal and then you just prioritize what is important for you. You will get it. मेरे लिए कभी ये चीज इतनी इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं रही, तो इसलिए मुझे इतना लगता सबकी हो जाएगी शादी, सबको मिल जाएगा जीवन साथी, नॉट अ बिग डील. Okay, so you also think जो चीज आप कम प्रायोरिटी दोगे वो जल्दी भी हो जाती है. Law of least resistance in manifestation, जिसमें least resistance होता है कि ये तो हो जाएगा, वो फटाफट हो जाता है. Okay, so should we start? So it's like it would be a transmutation of emotion. Probably I'll try this technique with all of you for the first time. So how do we go from a lower emotion to a higher emotion? That would be a journey, and then we will move on to gratitude. Okay. So अभी मैं बोल रही थी कैसे transmute करना है, कैसे अभी I'll teach you how to transmute that emotion. Okay. So just close your eyes. Let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother, to my respected teachers, especially my teacher, Master Choa Foxy, Mahaguru Chimiru, all the great ones, holy gurus, holy masters, saints, archangels, holy angels, all the spiritual elders and helpers, especially to our biological mothers, to the energies of the moon, the full moon tonight. We invoke for your divine love, divine light, divine power, divine healing energies, inner healing, physical healing, emotional healing, and well-being. We invoke for the blessings of love, for the blessings of appreciation, for the blessings of gratitude, illumination, abundance, divine protection, divine love, divine light. Thank you all for your priceless blessing, and thank you so much for helping us during this session and making this topic seep into our energy. Thank you with lots of love, tremendous gratitude, and lots of respect. Thank you all. So keep your eyes closed. I want you to just focus on your physical heart, on the center of your heart. Your heart is a powerful magnetic field, attracting people, situations in our life. The strength of this magnet depends upon the emotional vibration or the emotion that you hold within this heart field. The heavier the emotion, the heavier the heart feels. Sadness, guilt, jealousy, shame, all of these are very heavy emotions, very earthly emotions, and hence make your heart feel heavier. On the contrary, love, joy, bliss, appreciation, peacefulness, all of these are higher emotions. They're connected with higher human virtues, and they feel expansive, more energizing. So when you hold a lower emotion, the field of your heart, or the magnetic field of your heart, is weak. However, when you hold a powerful emotion like joy, appreciation, gratitude, the magnetic field of your heart is strong. It's very strong. Your heart goes through these disturbances of energy through the spectrum of emotions that you go through during a day. So during these 24 hours, Be aware of the spectrum of emotions that you've gone through and the magnetic field of the heart, and also the well-being of the heart gets affected with the emotions that you feel during these 24 hours. But these emotions, like I said, are neutral. There is another field that gives meaning to these emotions, and that is your memory. So now bring your attention to your crown or the head area. Be aware of your brain, and there is this field of the brain called the mind, which generates thoughts and experiences. So every emotion that you feel through the heart derives its meaning from the thoughts and experiences in your life. So just be aware of the field of the mind. The sad, or the negative, the thought, or the negative, the experience associated with an emotion, the weaker is the field of the brain. Similarly, the happier, the joyous, the experience associated with a thought, the stronger is the field. Now, when this field, the field of the brain and mind and the field of the heart, when they are in symphony, in harmony, a positive experience and a positive emotion, they create a highly, highly, highly effective vibrational field that can help you attract your goals, the right kind of people, your soulmates, your soul job, great ideas, well-being into your life, great health into your life. But if there is a mismatch, a negative thought and positive emotion, or a negative or a lower emotion and a positive experience, all of this causes disharmony and the field weakens. So you're not able to create your ideal life or the situation that you really want for yourself. Okay? So these are the two fields that you're constantly radiating with your physical body by virtue of a healthy heart and a healthy mind or a brain. So these are two generators within your bioenergy field. Now, be aware of the last 24 hours. Be aware of a triggering emotion or a triggering conversation that you've had with any person that has affected you, has affected your energy. Hold that emotion in your heart. Just feel that replaying in your heart. And just feel your energy. There can be a sinking feeling or a heavy feeling. Feel the energy contracting. You're feeling heavier in the space, you're feeling bad. And there are a lot of thoughts or experiences associated with this feeling or emotion. I'm not good. Somebody else did the same thing to me. I'm not safe. And different kind of emotions are running through your body. Just be aware, just be present. Do not judge yourself. Now, I want you to focus on the top of your head. Be aware of this beautiful light going from the top of your head all the way up, up, up. And this field or this little thread of light is your consciousness. The consciousness is much, much higher than the magnetic field of the heart or the brain. It's the soul energy. Or it is that part of you who knows everything about you, who has lifetimes of experiences. And now, from that connect of the soul, just visualize that you're connected with this huge being, your soul, your higher soul, or your soul, whatever you may call it. And this soul knows your purpose in life, your importance in this lifetime. As you feel this little sadness or this trigger that you've gone through, be aware of this soul or the energy that is watching over you. That is watching over your experience. And this soul energy or the soul has the solution or has a lesson attached to the emotion that you are feeling. And when I say lesson, every emotion that you feel is helping you move in the direction of your aspiration. Your heart is a compass that is telling you where you want to go. If it doesn't feel good here, you need to go to where it feels good. And so when you connect with the intelligence of the source or the soul energy, visualize a portion of this energy is dropping down, or the solution, or you can say the lesson from that higher being is dropping down through that channel, through that cord from the top of your head. It is going into the mind. As it goes into the mind, it neutralizes the experience associated with the negative feeling. You're not here in this lifetime only. There are lifetimes and lifetimes that you've lived. Every person that you are having friction with is just a part of the journey that you're supposed to go through in order to become your best version. So just allow the energy of that soul to heal that experience, to heal that thought associated with the emotion that you felt, the thought of not being good enough, the thought of being worthless, thought of running away, thought of doubts about your presence, about your being. Just derive the strength from that soul energy. And just say, I harmonize and neutralize this experience, this thought. Every person, every character in my life has a special role to play to make me more than who I am today. And just say thank you. Thank you for being or playing that role in my life. Now, slowly and gently allow that energy to move from the head area and drop into your heart. Now, this soul energy has lifetimes and lifetimes of emotional experiences. And just allow the suitable energy to neutralize the pain, the suffering, the emotion that you've gone through in these 24 hours to be neutralized. Say, my emotions are in harmony. I understand that every friction that I'm going through is helping me master my emotion. As I learn and heal this lower emotion, I become resilient. I become polished. I become open to higher emotional vibrations, to attract, to magnetize higher aspirations of my soul. And just allow this energy, this beautiful energy of the soul to nourish, to heal, to replenish, re-energize the pain of the heart. And just feel you being healed at all levels. The soul knows your path. The soul knows your journey. The soul knows whom to introduce when into your life. So that with every experience that you go through, you develop resilience. You become a better version of yourself. Nothing is personal. It's all a journey towards your human beingness. With that, just say thank you. I appreciate this journey. I appreciate the tests that I'm going through in life. I appreciate the roles of my emotions in the evolution of my soul. And I understand how important every lower emotion is in order to make me resilient, to make me strong and powerful. So be it. So be it. So it is. Now be aware of this beautiful moon. You can visualize your mother, the energy of your mother in the moon overlooking you. Visualize the blessings from the full moon are being showered onto your physical body. Whether you have your mother in physical form or she's transitioned, just visualize that this full moon represents your mother, the mother aspect in this lifetime. And every full moon also opens you up to the blessings of your mother. If there is any resistance, if there is any friction between your relationship with your mother, just mentally say, may it be healed. And just send in good vibes to the moon and accept the energy from the moon with love. Feel the energy embracing you. Feel the energy nourishing you. Blessings of God, with the blessings of all the great, great ones. So be it, so be it, so it is. Let us give thanks to the Supreme God. We thank you. The Divine Father, Mother, we thank you. To all the great, great ones, Holy Gurus, Holy Masters. To the constellation of Sagittarius, to the energies of the moon. Thank you all for your priceless blessings. From to the loving being that my mother was, shower all of you with the blessings from my mom. Wherever she is, may all of us be blessed by her love. So be it, so be it, so it is. You can open your eyes with a big, broad smile. Yeah, so it might take some time for you to, practice the healing of the emotion, but always understand that there is this higher soul or, a bigger being taking care of you. It knows what is good for you. So every emotion that you feel, जैसे जब हमें चोट लग जाती थी, तो we used to rush to our mothers and say, oh, मुझे ये चोट लग गई. And then, अच्छा, हम ये लगा देते हैं. And then, so, whenever you are in pain, whenever you are triggered, whenever you are crushed, this higher soul is looking at you and is taking care of you and is protecting you in ways that you don't know. You are being prepared for better. You are being prepared to experience, bigger joys in life. Right? So just enjoy this meditation. If you want to just go through this technique, you will really get a lot out of it. And thank you for staying so late with me. It's 11:10 already. And for those of you who want to join the 30 days challenge, it is still open. And we are doing a lot of work on emotions. So if you want to join the challenge, you can message me. For those of you who want to send a testimonial on these, if you've attended for the entire year, I would love to hear your, testimonial on the new moon and full moon meditations. And I would showcase it on my platforms. So please reach out to me, if these free sessions have helped you in any way, so that we can do more in 2023. Okay. So thank you, everyone. Have a blissful December, and we'll connect again with January full moon and new moons. Okay. Thank you. Have a good night sleep. Bye, Sumita. Thank you, Jyoti, Akhilesh, Vikas, Aarti, Madhuri. Love you guys. Bye. Atma Namaste.